You know? When I came over, you used to buy me donuts. Whatever happened to that?
You know, I've thought about buying donuts one day, but then I remembered I don't see a reason why I should have bought you donuts.
Rude.
Well, hang on. There's a like backstory to this. You see, it's
Did donut kill your mother?
why would you say that about her? She's a nice lady.
The donut?
Welcome to the Katt and Mr. Podcast, episode number. Who cares? We are at number 24. We have finally reached the echelon of I don't fully know anymore, but we are getting the bottom half of the list. Say something, Bryce, or else I will have to kick you out of my home.
Give me some donuts first, and then I'll talk.
Well, Donut Palace ain't even open today. So.
You're right, yeah. Also, they would be closed anyways. It's like 1 o'clock or something.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we are finally getting more and more advanced in our list of movies that are either iconic, beloved, or somewhere in between of why would you put this on your top 25? But today, we are now talking about a Coen Brothers movie. In fact, I think it's going to be our only Coen Brothers movie in either of our top 50s.
That is incorrect.
What am I
No
missing?
Country Road then.
I don't think it's in my top 50 anymore, actually, but I'll check.
Oh.
Well, it was on my original, but I do not see it on here, actually.
No.
Yeah, no, it's... I'm surprised I actually left it off here. Well, wow, that's so effing rude. I will defend that movie to the day I die, but...
You'll defend anything made by Cormac McCarthy till the day you die.
Not everything. Not everything. Blood Meridian, even though I think it's a great book, it is not a easy recommendation, because it's not an easy book to read, first off. But anyway, Big Lebowski.
Yes.
I wouldn't say this is the movie that put the Coen Brothers on the map, but this is probably their more iconic movie they've ever made.
I would say, yeah, iconic-wise, probably the most iconic, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you had Raising Arizona.
Yeah, Fargo.
Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yep.
I know you don't like it, but No Country for Old Men.
Yep.
Those two are pretty much beloved directors.
Yep.
Which, it's just hard to imagine movies being made today without their influence, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. They were 90s and 2000s cinema.
Yep. In which The Big Lebowski really, within the last, year, or, maybe last year or the year before, it is their most culturally significant movie. So much so that they are in the archives because of their cultural significance.
Oh, hey, I didn't know Big Lebowski got into the archives.
Yep.
Nice. Congratulations, Big Lebowski.
But anyway, why is this movie so well known? Well, background information. Bryce, this is your movie.
Yes.
What is your...
So this is a movie I watched for the first time when I was in high school. And this would be one of the first ever rated R movies I watched.
Interesting.
It was passingly recommended to me because I had always heard about the character of the dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, you know what? I want to watch this. Sat down and watched it. Didn't get it at the time.
Understandable.
At the time, I didn't get it. But years later, I watched it again, and I was like, I get it now. This is so good.
Yeah. So my background with this movie is kind of similar. I saw it for the first time in high school. I was going through a phase of watching as many movies by a certain director, or directors in this case, as possible. And Big Lebowski was in it. I believe my parents said, oh yeah, we know this movie. It was pretty well known when it came out. I was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, you were just about to be born and whatnot, I think, when this came out. So it's like, huh, cool. So I'm the same age as this movie. And they're like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So they sat down and watched it with me, and I actually was the same way with you. I was like, I don't get it. Like, why do people like this movie? And they were like, yeah, give it another couple of years, you'll get it.
Yeah.
And then after...
It's weird, like, yeah.
It's a very weird movie, but once you're a little bit older and then you watch it again for a second viewing, it's like, yeah, there's a reason why. Like, this movie...
I needed to have held my first minimum wage job and gone to a college class to get this movie first. Which is weird, because neither of those are relevant in this movie.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah. But also, I have used so many reaction GIFs from this movie that it's basically like, okay, I have a GIF for this random scenario or whatever that I need to react to. And it's always been the dude just making his drink and he's just looking at something.
Yeah.
Puzzled. It's like, this is my favorite thing in the world. But, so.
The plot.
Where do I even begin with the plot of this
The
movie?
best way to describe this movie, there is this genre of films, I have talked about this before, of the people who don't want to be in their own movies. This is a movie of a guy... This is a film about a guy who is not aware he's in a movie and just refuses to engage with the movie by any circumstance.
Like, literally, like, in my opinion, like, mine, it started some, like, I would sum it up the same way, but for me, it's like this. You have a movie that is similar to a classical noir.
Yes.
Where
so this is like a 40s noir,
a classic 40s noir, but instead of a stoic detective who will stop at nothing to solve this case or whatever, you got a guy who is not even essentially an everyman. He is literally the antithesis of an everyman who refuses to engage with, like, the basic necessities of, like, what makes a good noir protagonist.
He is a complete burnout.
Yeah, he is like, I don't want to be in this. I just want this to end.
He only cares about getting high and going bowling. That is it.
You forgot about the third main thing, which actually instigates the plot. He just wants...
That's right.
Effing,
yes.
He just wants
his carpet.
He just wants his effing carpet, or, well, his rug, I guess.
His rug, yeah. Technically it's a rug.
Because literally at the beginning of the movie, he is just literally like, this guy pissed on my rug, and I just want restitutions. And then it just goes downhill from there.
This guy just trying to get a new rug.
And it just goes on to being I gotta help this rich guy that's paralyzed get his mistress back. Then I'm trying to compete in a bowling tournament with two other randos that I am friends with, while also talking to this artsy-fartsy feminist woman.
Okay, so the best way...
It's all over the place.
It transforms from a guy just trying to get a rug to him being embroiled in a billionaire's plot with neo-nihilist kidnappers and a angry niece that's in a new age art movement.
That's it. That's correct. You can't summarize the plot of this movie to somebody. You just have to say, look, just sit down and just watch. So, with all that said, let's start with the writing.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the best thing about the writing is really a few things, but the main ones that stand out to me, I love the dialogue and how the uniqueness of the dialogue between every single character, that if you removed it, they would not be the same. Like, everybody is unique in their own special way, and it's fantastic.
If you need to be sold on this movie, or you haven't watched it for some reason, and you need to be sold on it, I recommend going into Google, typing it, this is a random scene, going in and typing up, "Shut up, Donnie, you're out of your element." This is a random scene. You can contest. This is not just a random scene.
Yep.
But it's such a contestant to how great the dialogue in this movie is. This is like, what the F are you guys talking about? Because that's just a random...
Bryce, the Chinaman is not the issue.
Also, that's not the preferred nomenclature. Please, it's not the preferred nomenclature.
Like, this ties into acting as well, but the delivery by the actors, John Goodman.
John Goodman's in this movie, yeah.
John Goodman steals the show by playing a Vietnam veteran Jewish convert. There's so much that he brings into the table that I cannot imagine anybody else doing this other than him. Like, this is what happens, Bryce, when you fuck a man in the ass.
I wanted so desperately close to the end. Jeff Bridges' character just go, Walter, you're in the janitorial corps. This is like, what are you on about?
What was all this shit in Vietnam?
Why didn't this doesn't have to do with anything? It's so good. I'm still losing it about Vietnam. Face down in the muck.
Oh my god.
What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, it's like the cultural zeitgeist. It doesn't have to do with anything, Walter. It doesn't. It's so funny. The dialogue's so good, and it only works because we have to transition into acting immediately. Because this is this is one of my coveted gold stars. Everyone is so funny in this movie. It's so funny. Jeff Bridges, John Goodman. I think we didn't even mention the person we normally effing lose it for in these movies, who is playing a minor character.
Steve Buscemi.
We haven't even mentioned him.
Okay. So my question here is for the Coen brothers after watching this movie again. What the hell do y'all have against fucking Steve Buscemi? The amount of times he is brought down.
It's so funny.
It's like, Donnie, I want to give you a hug. It's like, you do not deserve all the shit that you're given.
He's just there to
Look. The guy just wants two things in this entire movie throughout the entire runtime. He wants to go bowling, and he also wants In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, that's right. He wants In-N-Out. I forgot about In-N-Out, yeah.
You know what? One of these days, I need to get you and Chris with me in the truck because we're going to go to In-N-Out because we actually have one now in our state.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah. So we can actually fulfill the joke.
Dang.
We can
In-N-Out.
We'll go bowling and go and get In-N-Out.
Dude, where's your car?
You know what? I don't like comparing like characters to us, but literally the trio in this movie is literally me, Bryce, and our friend Chris. Whenever we go on stupid adventures, we end up having stupid conversations where one of us has to end up like John Goodman and just yelling at the other like, you are out of your fucking element.
To be fair, it's typically you that's John Goodman.
Yes.
Because it's
is.
you, John Goodman, Chris is Steve Buscemi, and I'm because I'm just the one utterly confused by the two of you yelling at each other.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Which means next year, be sure to watch our adaptation of The Big Lebowski, starring Bryce as the dude. I'm surprised we didn't talk about the writing for the dude. Literally, him as a character literally spawned a new religion.
That's right, dudism.
Yep, dudism created a new religion. Just incredible stuff.
Yeah, like, that goes to show for the acting. Everyone is so good, and every character is so iconic.
Yep.
And we're just talking about the main guys. We haven't got on to, like, this tertiary characters, like the Nihilist, Bunny.
Hell, with the Nihilist, did you know Flea of Red Hot Chili Peppers fame is in this movie?
Wait, really?
Yes, I didn't know that until I was doing research before the episode today about The Big Lebowski, and I was looking at the cast, and then it says Flea, Nihilist number 2, and I was like, he's like, he's in this? I didn't even know that.
I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, this was before he became 50 and, started playing the bass naked on stage.
Half naked.
No, he was played fully naked.
Oh, did he play? Okay.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he did.
That's, to be fair, that's like the most Red Hot Chili Peppers thing I've ever heard in my life. Like the bassist stripping naked and playing bass on stage. Yeah, that sounds like them.
I mean, hey, look, you have a bassist that's fully naked on stage while a Will Ferrell lookalike is on the drums. Red Hot Chili Peppers in a nutshell, everybody.
Yeah.
and they're singing about California 13 times.
Yeah, no, they sing about California a lot.
And they're not even from California. They're not.
The best part is, like, half the time it's not even about California the state. It's just something they called California.
I got a thumbtack on my nutsack.
Oh, that song, yeah.
That's not even the lyric. It was just a spoof of the song.
Yeah, I know the spoof you're talking about, yeah.
Anyway, what else is there to say about The Big Lebowski and the acting? I mean, like, the acting, it's a star-studded cast. I mean, I'm surprised that I forgot that Philip Seymour Hoffman is in this movie.
Oh my god, yeah, no, he is, yeah.
I mean,
he's a huge part of it, too.
Yeah,
he was the secretary.
Yeah, like, rest in peace, Philip Seymour Hoffman, but it's like, good lord, I forgot you were in it, but you're also a funny character, because you're, like, trying to be as serious as possible without losing your shit. It's a dude.
My favorite part is when the dude goes up to Buddy, is like, nice nails, and she's like, I'll suck you for $1,000. And the guy is just like, oh, Buddy, what a treat. And then he just looks over and is like, Brett has to pay your watch. And he's just like, oh, let's go. He's just so like, yep, alright. He's just so trying desperately to be the straight man in this movie.
I always wanted to picture I always wanted to picture the dude as like a quintessential asexual character, because he's like, okay, I want to be out of this, but then he has sex at the end of the movie.
Well, to be fair, also right after Buddy offers that, he just goes, I'll be back. I have to find an ATM.
That's fair. I forgot about that line.
That's a really good line.
I forgot about that line.
It's just like, I'll suck it for $1,000. Then Philip Seymour off and grabs it and begins dragging him off. He just turns him back to Buddy. It's like, I'll be back. I need to find an ATM.
This movie probably has my favorite funeral scene that's not serious whatsoever. Like, I can imagine... Okay, like I said, like, the Big Lebowski trio, it's just the three of us. And I'm just picturing, oh my god, if this was Chris's funeral, this would be, like, the most disserviceable funeral and, like, the most hate... Like, you would think that we fucking hated this guy in this entire thing. And it's like...
It would be the most appropriate funeral for him.
You know what? It's like, look, the setting that they're having it in, it's nice. It's literally a cliffside of, like, the Pacific Ocean in, like, a pretty area. But then the eulogy just devolves from, like, saying, he's a big fan of bowling. Even though we put him in a coffee can.
One of my favorite build-up gags of that is when he's in Beverly Hills, and the guy is looking through his wallet. It's like, all you got in here is a Ralph's gifts card. And then it cuts later in the movie, and they're like, we're not begging for a funds. You got a Ralph's around here, so he just uses the gift card to get a funds.
Fully incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. There's also one actor that we did not mention in this movie. You have the dude. You have the Vietnam veteran played by John Goodman. You have Donnie. And you have Philip Seymour Hoffman. You also have Jesus in this movie.
That's right, yes.
Who is
notably is not Jesus, he's Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, his name is Jesus, but good lord, his backstory does not make him seem like Jesus.
No, he is not.
And if you don't know, he is the actor who played one of your favorite characters from the very beginning of the revived era of this podcast, in Brain Donors.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I know the one.
Raymond.
Yep.
Did not fully recognize him whenever I saw
Roland T. Flackpfizer in Brain Donors.
Yep. I did not even recognize him whenever he shows up in the movie here. I was like, man, I know that Brain Donors came out a couple years before, but I just did not recognize him as it happened. It was like pretty good makeup on him and everything.
Yeah.
And he's not in the movie really at all.
Yeah, I know. He's in for like a scene.
Like 2 scenes, and it's just like, wow. Already made an impression on me.
Yeah.
And there's also another...
Licking a bowling ball?
Yep. Let's see, Julianne Moore is in this movie as well. Fantastic. She plays as Denise, the contemporary artist.
Yep.
Who is trying to conceive a child. Funny after-sex scene I ever seen in a movie, where she's just lounging around on the bed, and he's just asked, how are you doing all that? Is it like a art thing? It's like, this is an easy way to conceive a child.
This raises the odds
of conception.
Yep, that's what it raises the odds of conception. He just spits out, just like, what? By the way, the most stringy spit take I've ever, because it's just It's just like a perfect
They get
line.
the most realistic reaction ever. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't in the script. It's just the Coen brothers went to Jillian and was like, okay, we need you to do this, and we need to get a real reaction out of Jeff here. So just do all that and just say that so we can get this good spit take. And it's like, yeah, if that was the case, I can believe that because it's still pretty freaking funny.
One more thing about acting.
All right.
There is one small thing Jeff Bridges always did on set. This also goes into production.
All right.
That he would go up, right before any scene, he would go up to the Coen brothers and go, do you think the dude smoked a joint before this? The Coen brothers would go, yes or no, and if they went, yeah, then you grab his hands and violently rub his eyes until they were red, and then go into the scene.
That's brilliant. Alright, so I guess it's a good way to segue into production. So, the main thing about production that I can honestly always remember is those damned dream sequence scenes.
Yes, they were.
I will forever wonder what it would be like to have seen this movie when it first came out, especially if you were somebody that was sedated and went to see this and be so confused of like, why is this hippie guy flying in the air? I want to be that guy.
Why is this guy knocking over bowling pin girls?
Why is he dancing around with all these bowling pin girls in like this 1920s NES looking thing here?
Yeah,
So,
like...
I don't even know if they fully connect to the movie, to be honest with you. I really don't think they do in some aspects, but they are so funny that I just adore them for how bizarre they are. Because this movie is just utterly bizarre.
As for production moving into design,
Yes.
most of the movie is just set in random LA neighborhoods.
Yeah, like, it's...
The sets are like whatever.
Yeah, they're pretty fine. Actually, there is, like, one thing I just remembered about, and it's the soundtrack of this movie and how it uses its music.
Mm-hmm.
I love how serious it tries
Not the effing Eagles.
Yep.
Just anything but the Eagles.
Let's see, my car, it had a briefcase, some CCR tapes, and also playing fucking Mozart's Requiem with the fucking billionaire in his study, lamenting that his mistress is missing. It's like, what the fucking Christ are we doing here?
Always lose it over him coming back from Beverly Hills with the taxi, and the taxi guy is just playing the Eagles, and there's just a like full 1 minute argument about the Eagles before the taxi driver stops the car violently and throws him out saying, "Don't say that about the effing Eagles!" He just loses it about this random band.
A beloved band from the 80s. I need to put that in the Chris Rad playlist, actually.
The Eagles?
Yeah, I gotta put some Eagles tracks in there. Actually, we need to get Chris over here at some point and watch The Big Lebowski.
Oh my god, it'd be so good to watch it with him. There's no way he's seen it.
I would... It's fucking Chris. Do you really think he's seen anything? No. Sorry, Chris. Oh my god. I have nothing else to say. It's an easy recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh god, and an easy 10.
Yes, easy 10. Easy recommend, easy. The only recommendation that might be hard is that it is a dark comedy.
Yeah.
So that it does come with the limits of dark comedy to it, but it's not as bad as so many others.
When this movie hits its 30th anniversary in a couple years, I think that's when we got to get Chris out of the dwells of his frog cave to see this movie.
Honestly, I would be fine effing doing this tomorrow. Like, I'm down to watch this movie whenever. So.
Well, unfortunately, tomorrow is Monday, so
yeah,
we'll find a way to get him. All right, so we're going on to a holiday movie now.
Yes.
A lovely holiday movie filled with, spooks, terrors, and blood.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, I was almost about to say... I was so close to saying sex, and if you were going to say Nightmare Before Christmas afterwards, I was going to be like, what the F-cut movie did you see?
I watched the Andy Warhol cut.
Oh my god. Nope, we're not doing that. Halloween. The original from 1978 or 77. The original. I know you don't care. I already know how you feel about this movie. But this is the original Halloween.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's... Some people call it his magnum opus. We don't agree. We don't agree on that. But we would say this is the movie that put him on the map.
Yeah. No, I would say easily put him on the map. I would say his magnum opus is the thing.
I would say it's not his magnum opus because obviously the thing exists.
Yep.
However, I would say This is actually his most important contribution to cinema.
I would say so, yes, I would agree.
Because of what what this movie inspired and what every movie that was inspired by reacted to it because of it.
So what's our experience with the movie, first off?
Well, so since this is my movie, I've told the story a number of times. I think I might have talked about it on this channel, but who knows, but I'll just go ahead and start off with. This is the movie that got me really into the ideas of filmmaking and studying movies as an art form. I love everything about this movie in terms of its writing and stuff. I do acknowledge its flaws, which we'll get to in a little bit, but this movie was a yearly tradition for me after I first saw it. I think I first saw this movie in 2012 or 2013, so right when I was getting into high school, and I was so amazed by it that I thought, okay, I want to find other movies where I can sink my teeth into. And yeah, Halloween basically started that, and it led to me finding movies like The Thing. I mean, eventually, like I said, it started the whole journey of experiencing movies other than just pure entertainment. So, of course, but to Big Lebowski, Zombieland was before that, but then all these other movies that would lead to me where I am today. And I thank Halloween for that. And like what I said, it used to be a yearly tradition for me. I would watch this movie every year on Halloween, pretty close towards, well, it wouldn't be on midnight because, November 1st. But I would watch it pretty late into the night, and this would be like my yearly tradition. I would watch it every Halloween because this takes place on Halloween.
As the name suggests.
Yeah.
The entire movie, by the way.
Almost the entire movie. Maybe maybe October 30th a little bit, but the main crux of it is
I guess the first 3 minutes, because that's where the escape happens.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what this is. This is a purely a nostalgic piece for me, in which I acknowledge a large amount of its praises, but there is issues with it. Mm-hmm. Now, your experience, which is not very much at all.
Yeah, no, I watched this once when you showed it to me a long time ago. This was a few years.
This would be around 2021, I believe.
Yeah, around that.
We first watched our top 25, actually.
Yeah, so about 5 years ago. Watched it once. Never watched it again until recently.
Yep. All right.
This is a very important movie to the slasher genre.
Yes. This is not the first movie.
No.
This is not the first slasher, but it is the one that heavily popularized it.
Especially the tropes that would go on to be known for slashers.
Yeah, like, this movie to me... Oh, I can't move this. This movie to me popularized slashers in the same way that Psycho inspired thrillers of its generation. In which, yeah, actually Halloween owes a lot to Psycho in a lot of ways. Like, it uses some of its tropes, which it actually also borrows, is actually connected through another way as well, through the acting portion.
Oh?
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute when we get
there.
Alright, so, what is the basic plot of Halloween, Bryce?
Very simple. There's a guy who escapes from a psychiatric hospital, who is supposed to be going, for...
There's one aspect you forgot. This man was in a psychiatric institution due to...
I was literally about to get to that, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
A man who is in a psychiatric hospital who is supposed to be undergoing a retrial to see if he's fit, because a long time ago when he was very little, when as a juvenile, he murdered his sister.
Yes.
And so it has been a long time since then. They're having to reevaluate him. And the doctor has... trying to stop that all possibilities, because he goes, I think the courts are going to be nice on him. They should not be nice. He is an absolute monster.
Yeah.
But he winds up escapes to the hometown in which he murdered his sister. And then there is basically what I can only describe as a town of nymphomaniacs. Where it is a bunch of women who are constantly trying to sleep with every man who has legs.
Yeah.
As each of them on Halloween night are doing different babysitting or trying to get out of any type of chores to go sleep with someone else.
Yeah.
And Jason, the person who escaped...
Michael,
sorry, not Jason.
Jason's
very different. Jason's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Michael goes around and one by one begins murdering them.
Yep. Pretty much, yeah. You got it pretty much bare bones right there. So, let's start with writing. The main thing about the movie, in terms of its writing, in my opinion, I love the portrayal, or at least the writing of the character, or the lack thereof of the character of Michael Myers, our titular main killer character. Everybody else, on the other hand, besides one other, which would be Dr. Loomis, fucking sucks. Nope, there was no interesting aspect to them whatsoever. The main, like, I wouldn't call it emotional core. That wouldn't be the right one. Emotional wouldn't be right for it. Plot driving aspect of the movie is literally the relationship of Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers themselves. Yep. Because, like, literally what I love most about it is that we don't really get much information about Michael except what Dr. Loomis tells us. He doesn't refer to Michael as he. He always says it.
Yep.
He says that this thing has no emotion in his eyes or anything. He's just a hollow husk. I literally studied him for years on how he was just sitting in a room, watching out a window, not doing anything at all. And he just seems like he's just waiting patiently to leave, like to escape, just plotting whatever. He just doesn't know what his deal is, and he's just scared of him. In which, if you work in psychology and whatnot, you're not supposed to be emotionally tied to your patients because obvious reasons.
Yep.
But with Dr. Loomis, you can literally see in his performance by Donald Pleasance. I mean, this ties into acting. You can tell, like, this guy is terrified of him, and he doesn't really explain why. Besides the bare bones of is that he's just a husk. Yep. There's nothing there. In which, yeah, it just works for me. Like, Michael, there's no explanation to him in this movie. I mean, in the sequels, if you ever see them, it explains what Michael's deal is. It, like, just explains, like, oh, why he can't die, and he's trying to fulfill this whole curse of the thorn, which sounds interesting on paper, but it just adds unnecessary fluff. It's like the less is more thing really works here. It's like he literally blends into the world where, yeah, he's wearing a boiler outfit with a Captain Kirk mask that's been ruffled the hair and painted white and whatnot, but it's like, yeah, he just blends in and he's just unnoticeable. He's just there.
Yeah.
I mean, literally in the credits, he's just credited as the Shape.
Yep.
And there's literally no direction that John Carpenter really gave to the actor that played Michael. He literally just said, just walk from point A to point B, and that's it. And just stand here. And that's all.
Yeah.
And it works for me. It's like, yeah, that seems about right. Unfortunately, though, I can't say the same thing for all the other characters. They are very much the archetypes that fulfill what the horror genre would become, even to this day, for example, for a lot of characters. They are literally just there to either have sex, die, or barely make it alive in the end.
Yeah, so there is a typical thing that is within slashers. I think we talked about this in Cabin in the Woods.
Yes.
That there is a typical archetype that is like the jock, the scholar, like all of that. So typically there's always one female character that sleeps around.
Yep, the virgin that will... you have the one that sleeps around. She's usually the one that dies first.
Yep. However, in this movie, this is before that all existed.
Yep.
This is the movie that really sparked that, so none of those tropes existed. So what did they do? Everyone's that character.
Yeah.
Every single person is just the this town is set in the same universe that a porno is set. Like,
I would not be surprised one way or another. I mean, most of this movie is filmed in Pasadena, California, so it's like, yeah, go ahead.
But with that said, that's not actually part of the plot. That it's like this could literally be anywhere in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah. Like the whole point of it is like you have a quiet suburbia that's supposed to feel safe and whatnot, and it juxtaposes of like, oh, in the daytime it's all nice and pretty and whatnot. Everybody leaves their door unlocked, and then all of a sudden the guy comes around murdering people.
Yep.
So it plays around with that whole mass hysteria of like the late 70s and early 80s, which that culture changed over time, but really pretty quickly actually. People started locking their doors. Supposedly started locking their doors after all this mass hysteria started to happen. Stranger danger and all that stuff. Yep. The dialogue in this movie, besides, I guess, Donald Pleasance, even though it's not the best, he just does a better job of delivering it what he works with. Most of the dialogue is pretty shit.
Yep.
It's pretty bad.
Yep.
It's bad. The teenage dialogue, it's so dated.
With that said, it's really funny to laugh at.
Oh, it's great to laugh at.
Because there's a reason I keep bringing it up. it's a really funny joke.
Yep.
To be like, shut up about it. Like, we get it. You're horny. Shut up.
Oh my god. Oh man. Well, we have mentioned acting, so there is one actress though besides Donald Pleasant. Well, Donald Pleasant's the actor, is the Doctor. We do have another very famous actress who got her start in this. However, she is the daughter of she is the daughter of another famous actress who I mentioned a minute ago in Psycho. She is our titular screen queen who was murdered in the world famous scene of Psycho of the shower scene.
Yep. Ah, I see.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is the daughter of I forgot her name, but yeah, it's also Curtis. But yeah,
interesting. She took her mother's name.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, took her mother's name. So either way, it's like, look, we got two scream queens, mother and daughter, iconic for different reasons. Jamie Lee Curtis for Halloween, and her mother from Psycho. This is not Jamie Lee Curtis's best work at all.
Nah, this is one of her earliest.
Yeah, this is like one of her earliest. She does better acting in like the next movie and subsequent appearances that she's in. But good lord, is this like one of her earliest works that is like, yeah, this is definitely your start.
Yeah, and this is notably the only character that's probably not in a porno universe. But also, this is not going to be the last time we talk about Jamie Lee Curtis, and this is also not the first time on the show we talked about them.
No.
The Jamie Lee Curtis is great, so...
Yeah, she's fantastic.
But in this movie, it's not the best work.
A gem in her own right. And yeah, this is a very iconic performance of hers. In my opinion, it's not the best one I would go for as like, oh, this is her best work. Even though it might be her most iconic, maybe, but no, this is not her
I don't
best.
even think it's her most iconic.
Like,
what's the name of the character?
Lori. Yeah, her name is Lori.
Yeah.
And they don't even establish on like what the relationship between her and Michael is, because like in the sequels they say, oh, Lori is Michael's sister and he's trying to kill her because it's all it was explained later, but there's no relation established in the movie. It's just Michael's just killing and he's stalking Lori because why? It's not established. Production.
Nothing really of major note. You kind of already talked about the major production and designs.
Yeah. The only thing about production, I mean, it would lean into the writing. The theme song of Halloween is very well known. I mean, it's pretty iconic in terms of like horror themes. It's very up there, like top 4 maybe. I mean, you have the original Nightmare on Elm Street theme, which is very well known. Friday the 13th.
I mean, if we're talking iconic horror themes, it's going to be Jaws #1.
Yeah, Jaws is probably #1. Halloween would probably be up there.
Yeah, if we're talking iconic horror movies, yeah, it's going to be up there.
Maybe, if you're into Saw.
I wouldn't say Saw as much. I'd say Halloween outranks Saw for iconic
Halloween
themes.
does outrank Saw, yeah. But I'm just trying to think of other ones that I can think of off the top of my head. But beyond that, it's like, this theme song for Halloween is very well known. Production... I do think like the beginning of the movie where you're having the first person perspective of Michael going about killing his sister. Like, imagine if you actually saw this movie for the first time in the theater in like the 1970s, and then you're just seeing all this and you're thinking, oh, this is like an adult that's doing all this. And then if you didn't even notice that the guy's hand is actually a kid's hand and he's stabbing.
Yeah.
And then the reveal that it's actually a child that did this. That'd be a pretty interesting reveal twist right there, but of course I already knew like, oh, it was a child that did this.
Yeah.
So beyond that, I mean, everything is just fine. I mean, like, it's competently shot. Some of like the quote unquote jump scares that are done. The Michael kills, I actually do think they do a lot better job of being subtle about it. Like, for example, when he kills that one girl in the car, she notices like the whole condensation inside of the car, and it's like, oh, there we go, this is where it's going to happen, because it constantly builds up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is like multiple chances where Michael can kill her, and then where you think like, oh, she's actually in the car, so she's safe, but then you notice the fog, oh, it's not fog, condensation in the window, and it's like, oh, he's in the car.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, that's actually well done, I'll give you there. Beyond that, though, not much else really to say.
Yeah.
Then design, I mentioned it before, the design of Michael is iconic. He's one of the most iconic horror monster villains, or whatever you want to call him, of all time.
Yep.
He's pretty much top 3, if not top 2. I mean, I guess Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees are.
Yeah, they're the most iconic.
Like they were the big 3. Like they were literally the big 3 of the slasher genre.
Yeah.
So you can't really go beyond that. Now, recommending this movie to people, I say yes because of how well known it is and how beloved it is. It's like, there's a reason why people say, like, oh, you should just watch it on Halloween night, because literally it's named Halloween and it takes place on Halloween.
So here's the thing with horror films. There is 2 camps. There are people who absolutely will never ever do horror. Ever. Then there are people who will do horror. And the people who will do horror typically love horror. And the people who typically like horror probably have already seen this movie.
Yeah, like, I'm a prime example of that. Like, I've seen so many horror movies, and it's always like, Halloween is always going to be in the list of movies of, like, if you want to start watching horror movies, here's your homework right here. Your top 10 right here for me to give you here.
I find I'm one of the very few in the middle camp that I can take it or leave it. Mm-hmm. There's very rarely I care. Because when I was younger, I didn't like horror, but as I got older, I'm like, I don't care actually.
I can say with you, I can see you maybe appreciating what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I recognize its contribution to movies in general and what it's done. However, as a movie by itself, it's lackluster. But
that's not true. I wouldn't call this movie lackluster. It is a low the production's low. Yeah, the acting's cheesy. But at the end of the day,
the budget is very cheap, and it was like one of the first sleeper hits of its time.
But at the end of the day, I am still cinematically entertained for the most part. Yeah. So that's why I like getting to ratings.
Yep.
I give this movie between 6 to 7. 7 on a good day, 6 on a bad.
I say it's an 8. I love this movie a lot, and I owe it so much to what I am today in terms of, like, as a movie critic. I hate saying it like that, but I guess it's kind of true. I owe a lot to this movie, so I'm willing to give it that rating, even though it is very flawed. Very flawed. But, yeah. So, homework for next time.
Yes.
Your movies to watch for next time are 2 movies that are somewhat, well, one is somewhat based on of a book, another one that is based off of a book.
Yep.
In which they are fantasy, but they are different types of fantasy.
Yes.
You have high fantasy and science fantasy.
Yeah.
Or science fiction, I guess. What movie?
Science fantasy, aka sci-fi.
Fuck you. What movies are we watching next time?
We are watching Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Wow, a sequel.
And The Lord of the Rings. This is how it works!